This computer terminal provides full access to the L-Car's computer net.
Got troubles or stress in your life? I have the perfect solution. A salad rally with EveRide. This prescription is guaranteed to cure your cravings for adventure and will definitely set your mind at ease. Stick around after the music for an in-depth look at the epic rally.
If you get to worry, what you ought to do is sing. If you get worried, what you ought to do is sing. If you get worried, what you ought to do is sing. Sing about your trouble, it just might pass. If you get lost, what you ought to do is sing. If you get lost, what you ought to do is sing. If you get lost, what you ought to do is sing. Sing about your trouble, just might pass. Sing about your trouble, just might pass. Sing about your sing about love and hoping it lasts. Sing about your trouble, it just might pass. It just might.
You got it. Keep that going. Keep it going. Oh,
if
oh, oh.
you get broken,
Stay on it. You got it. You got it. Oh.
If you get broken,
Dude, he almost made it.
What you ought to do is sing. If you get broken, what you ought to do is sing. Sing about your trouble, it just might pass.
Oh, look at that.
Sing about your trouble, it just might pass.
Ended up arriving in Utah a little bit early, so the day before the rally, I woke up and I was thinking about going for a ride and maybe hitting one of the trails that I had done before when I came to Utah and rode with Tyler. And just as I was about to maybe go upstairs, maybe get the bike ready, Tyler texted me and said, "Hey, you want to go for a ride?" And I'm like, "Heck yeah, I want to go for a ride." And so we put the bikes in the truck and headed out to this cool little spot. It's on the back door of Zion National Park. So, I asked him where we were going beforehand, and he's like, "Oh, we're going to that spot that I almost died at with my buddy." And if you haven't watched that video before, then it's a pretty cool video about just surviving in the desert with broken parts on your bike and no water. But so anyways, I was like, "Oh, well, cool. Yeah, that sounds like a neat spot to go." And so anyways, just got on the trail here and just started heading down the double track to the trail. And it's just pretty cool getting on the bike you know, after a while, and you know, I drove 30 hours from New York all the way here, so it was just nice to get on the bike. And it was just really cool that Tyler wanted to go for a ride, because you know, I was probably just gonna go out by myself because it was the day before the rally, and I didn't really want to bother him because he has a family and stuff. But yeah, it was just really neat that you know, he just wanted to go for a ride together. So you know, it was just cool. We had a good ride along, and we caught up on a lot of things since we saw each other last. So we had some good fellowship on the ride over. Oh, and a little addendum on the videos before this. All the hill climbs and stuff and all the craziness I showed you at the beginning of this video are probably not typical of a solid rally. So this rally definitely turned into a shred rally pretty quick, as all the riders that came were pretty accomplished riders. And, so it was really cool just to hit some really cool stuff and challenge you. And but don't let that stuff scare you if you're thinking you don't want to book a solid rally, because it really is. You know, Tyler really customizes the rally depending on everybody's skill level. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and also, if you notice, I have a really bad habit of sticking my legs out when I do a hill climb. So you're probably commenting and going, oh my gosh, this guy is not keeping his feet on the foot pegs. So you're absolutely right. It's a bad habit, and I'm trying to kick it. So in this area you see here, I don't think Tyler normally takes people to this place on rallies, so this was definitely like a treat that he just showed me. And so as I said, I came from New York, and we just had a long winter, and I haven't been riding much, so jumping right from not riding much to this definitely tested my skills. So as you can see here, I got a nice hill climb, and just about to do an epic fail. And we're losing steam. I probably chose the wrong gear. And downing. So that was a good start to the adventure, but you know what? It is what it is. It's still fun.
Almost made it.
Yeah, this terrain is pretty cool. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything. It's got rocks, hills, the scenery just changed quite a bit just in a short amount of time. Nice little log hop there. And yeah, it's even got log hops. And so I just can't imagine doing this ride in a KLR 650 or Himalayan as Tyler and his buddy did, with broken clutches and brakes. I just can't imagine doing this. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a good break-in. I really enjoyed this. As you can see, got a lot of rock hopping here. And by the way, I mentioned that about the KLR 650 and the Himalayan, and now, wow, well, this is pretty gnarly. And Tyler said, yeah, that's not even the bad parts yet. So that's way out there. I'm like, oh, okay. So as you can see, I brought my GPX TSE 250R with me from New York. And the one thing I wish I did before I came was rejetted the pilot jet for the carb. It was bogging down low pretty good, so I definitely run out of steam, especially going up hills because of that. And so I wish I did that before I left. But other than that, it did really well. So no complaints, and the bike really got a good break in on this ride, so that was pretty cool. So this was near the end of the trail ride for us. This is a perfect example of the veto rule. So the GoPro doesn't really do it much justice, but that hill right there is a pretty good incline and it's off camber. So I really was looking down, and I didn't really feel comfortable with it. So Tyler just immediately just said, okay, yeah, we'll turn around. He wasn't even expecting us to go this far anyway, so, which was cool. But looking back, watching the videos, I wish I pushed myself to go further. but perhaps it was a good idea to turn around. So I guess follow your instincts. And so we turned around and rode back. I know Tyler always pokes fun at himself for not being a good rider, but he is an amazing rider, and don't let him fool you. He has come a long way, and he can handle that KTM like a beast.
Turned on. My guess is that I'm going to be really surprised, and you're going to be underwhelmed.
I think it's gonna be the other way around, but
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Just the bikes are good. All right, so we've got.
So this was a real treat. So Tyler offered to let me try Sparta, his problem child. So I tend to look at it like I'm the grandparent and I get the kid for a little while, and then when the kid starts giving you trouble, give it back.
If you want to leave, go right ahead.
I know Tyler likes to mention the KTM stereotype of being unreliable, but man, this thing is a dream bike for sure. It handles absolutely amazing, and the engine is sweet. So when this thing is working, it is just probably the best dirt bike I have ever ridden, period. So the 300 XCW, or otherwise known as Sparta, is a dream bike for sure, in every way. So much thanks to Tyler for letting me ride that. That was truly a treat. Wow, what an amazing bike.
The suspension on this is really nice.
So we're just about wrapping up our riding for the day. As you can see, the scenery is just amazing. And just over those mountains over there is Zion. So we ended up, after this ride, just going for a truck ride through the back door of Zion National Park and just exploring. And it was just breathtaking scenery. It was absolutely amazing. So and I never even knew about it. I had visited Zion last time I was here, so it was cool to have some local knowledge of some of the cool spots, and just getting to hang out with Tyler for the day. It was just an amazing day, and we had some good fellowship and some good riding. It was a perfect end to a day.
Go right ahead.
This is day 2, the official start of the Epic Rally. So all the boys from northern Utah arrived, Jason, Corey, and Chad. And Jason was riding a KTM, and Chad and Corey were both sporting GPX FS250Rs. GPX definitely had some representation on this rally for sure.
A little dustier.
So the first day we went out to Warner Valley, I believe this is, and it's wow, as you can see, it's really cool looking, and it's an amazing place to ride. And as you can see here, this is Tyler's viewpoint here.
There you go.
You got me up ahead there, GPX TSC 250R there, it's in a white-blue jersey there. But it's pretty cool. You got the cliffside on the right there, and it was just a cool views. This is just an amazing place to ride. And this doesn't even just touch what there is available here in this area. Just to give you the lowdown on how a rally works. So usually people arrive on a Thursday afternoon sometime, and then get all settled in. And then Tyler will take you out to dinner, and add that he feeds you very, very well. just the food is amazing. So it's really an awesome thing. And and then you'll ride Friday and Saturday. And the cool thing is you get to meet some really interesting people and forge some new friendships. I've met some really cool people out on these rallies, and I totally recommend it. You know, it's really cool when you jive with the other people, and you got similar riding skills, which helps. And then sometimes you got some weaker riders or some stronger riders, and sometimes you got to work together and help each other out. Maybe push the weaker riders a little bit. And sometimes the weaker riders hold back the stronger riders, keep them from killing themselves or something too. So it usually works out pretty well. So, you know, as long as you're booking the right kind of rally for whatever type of riding you want to do. You know, obviously if you have some really good riding skills, you're not going to want to book a schooling rally. And, if you have some weaker riding skills, you're not going to want to book a solid or a shred rally. My first rally that I booked a schooling rally. And that's only because I'd only been riding for about a year. And I really didn't know where I was at with my skill level, so I didn't want to be that guy to hold everybody back. So I booked a schooling rally, and Tyler was actually really worried that I would find it really boring, because he saw a couple of my YouTube videos, and he's like, oh, he's going to be really disappointed. But it didn't end up being that way, so we did the typical schooling rally stuff, and then everybody seemed to be riding really well. We turned it into a solid / shred rally from the schooling rally, and ended up being pretty cool, actually. And we had a great time, and this is another example of having a great time with great riders.
Alright. Woo!
Yeah, as usual, the GoPro doesn't do depth very much justice. Some of these are pretty good drops, but it's pretty cool just to have some challenging obstacles just to push your skill level up, and I definitely grew a lot on this rally. There were a lot of things just to overcome, and just to push yourself, become a better rider. Oh, there he goes down. Oh, he's fine. So as you can see, there's a lot of rock hopping here, and I'm running the Trackmaster 2s with a tubeless system, and let me tell you, the tubeless system is amazing. Just everywhere I went on this, I had traction. It was amazing. The Trackmaster 2s did very well here, but the tubeless, man, that is such a cool thing to have for any kind of riding. It's amazing. Get it if you don't have it.
Full waddle boat.
Yeah, full waddle boat. I need to stop that. Oh my gosh, I have such a bad habit of that. That's probably one of the things that I need to work on most, is just keeping my feet on the foot pegs whenever I go uphill. I'm so bad. And there's Tyler being a good spotter, making sure I don't fall to my death on the 200-foot clip drop there. So it's mighty kind of him, I guess. It might be bad for business if I fall to my death. But everybody's pretty helpful. Everybody helped each other out. Everybody was there to spot each other, and just wait up and not take off. And everybody worked as a team, which is cool. That's how it should be. It's not fun when you get left behind or you get in trouble and there's nobody to help. So that's one of the cool things about these rallies. Everybody kind of works together, and it's not fun if you're stuck trying to fend for yourself. So, and this is definitely not that. This just not the coolest trail ever. This is just so cool. I mean, the rock hopping was just amazing. I love rock hopping. That's my gig right there. I love it. And just the scenery in the background, it's just all around awesome. So I really enjoyed this trail. It was an amazing trail. Plus the cliffside and all that stuff. It just really ticked all the boxes for me. Alright, so right here, Chad was nice enough to let me try his FSE 250R, bored up to a 286.
Oh my
and I just wanted to try one out because I was at this time considering purchasing an FSE 300R, which is the same bike, just sport out to a 300, and I wanted to see how the bike was. And the TSC 250 and the FSE 250 have the same frames, just one's a 2-stroke and one's a 4-stroke. So I really wanted to see what this engine was all about, and it's pretty similar to the one that's coming on the new FSE 300. And it did not disappoint. The engine on this thing is amazing. It's torquey, and it's amazing. I was really impressed by this GPX FSE 300 engine, or 286. But I was really impressed with the bike, and Chad had, I think, replaced the suspension on it to WP. But yeah, the GPXs usually include the SCZ suspension, which is no joke in itself. It's really good. But really impressed with this bike. It felt similar to mine. Obviously, mine being the 2-stroke, it felt a little more nimble because it was a little lighter and all the moving parts are down low. So it definitely felt more nimble. But the FSE 250, you know, being 4-stroke, it definitely felt very similar, and I really enjoyed the engine. So I actually just purchased or pre-ordered an FSE 300. It should be coming next week. So I was so impressed by it that I wanted a 4-stroke version. So it'd be nice to have the 2 different bikes. You know, I got a 2-stroke for some more tight single track maybe, and I got the 4-stroke for longer rides. You know, so it'd be nice to have both. But I really dig these GPX bikes. So usually Tyler takes you to a washed out riverbed somewhere sometimes, and man, it's cool riding. It just makes an amazing trail. I don't know what about this whole area's geography that makes these washed out riverbeds everywhere, but it's really neat riding. So as you see, we're headed to some really cool formation up there. And then, so right here, if you just probably saw in Tyler's last video, is the infamous butt crack coming up here that everybody seemed to be drawn to, especially Chad. Chad was drawn to it like a lightning bug drawn to a light here. So, but yeah, so it was a pretty neat little obstacle to watch everybody climb. I did not partake, but as you can see, there he is right there. He's looking at it. He's like, do I want to climb this butt crack here? There he goes, and straight into the butt crack. Oh, and he makes it. So yeah, I will say Chad is an amazing rider.
Put the cheeks, buddy, right in
between. Mr. EveRide's attempt here. There he goes. Oh, denied. Not one with the butt, Tyler. So it was kind of like an inside joke between all of us, but it's a pretty neat little obstacle. But as I was saying, Chad in particular is an amazing rider. That guy can really move, man. And so usually in the rallies, usually one of the endpoints of the trails would be some kind of lookout somewhere, and there are some amazing lookouts in St. George. This was just so cool just to hang out here and have a snack and chill out and have some good fellowship, and this was just a really cool area. But yeah, look at that. That's amazing. Oh yeah, there he is. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Here we got some more rock hopping here. I really enjoyed this stuff. It was just cool. Really kind of pushed my skill level up. But yeah, just some low speed rock crawling. It was really fun. And then you got here, we're headed back here. We're headed to one of my favorite spots. You'll see up in a couple minutes here. But yeah, just the views. You get, I don't know. It's hard to ride sometimes and take in the views, but you know, watching the videos afterwards, you just go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was actually there. And it just, Utah never disappoints. It's just an amazing state. I could live out here in a heartbeat. But yeah, it's just cool. The views never ever disappoint here.
taking us here again?
So this is the Purple Playground. This was the highlight of my first rally that I came back in December. And this place is just wicked awesome. The dirt is actually purple. As you can see, you can just hit these hills and just do a half pipe and whatever, all these things with like a skateboard playground. And it's just cool. I mean, you can play here all day and have fun. And there is just some neat trails that go all around this place. So this little trail going up above the Purple Hills there is one of my favorite things I got to do last time I was here. So it was really cool, you know. You're riding a ridge line above, and you know, the rock colors and formations, and just it was just really cool. So yeah, this is just a cool place to go. I could stay here all day and play. I was like a kid in a playground here. And last time I was here, my friend Andy from the last rally, him and I were just riding this ridge line over and over again. We were like two kids on a bounce house. It was just really fun. We just follow each other left and right, up and down every little nook and cranny around this thing. So we had a blast. So it was a good time. Andy is a good rider too. He's really good rider. And he lives out in Wyoming, and he's got some awesome stuff out there too. I hope to join him eventually. We'd like to get together sometime and do some camping and riding out there. And like I said, these rallies, you forge some friendships, and it's just, you know, it's really cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is. I really had fun on this one. Remember.
So this concludes day one of the rally, or day two for me, and we had a great ride. I barely made it to a gas station. I think I had like 1 or 2 drops of gas left, and I think Corey's bike exploded when he hit like a dip in the trail, like 60 miles an hour or something like that. But he had to get some parts welded on in his foot pegger or whatever, but ended up working out okay. And this is the start to the second day of the rally, or my third day. And we had to start pretty early in the morning because there was a heat wave in St. George at this time. It does get pretty hot there in the summer, like really hot, but the heat came a little early this time of year. And we were starting pretty early just to beat the heat. And off we go. And here's another one of those washed out riverbeds that are so abundant out here. They're pretty gnarly. I mean, they twist and turn and twist and turn. You got a lot of rocks and ledges and rock walls. It's pretty wild, actually. One of the ones I did before with all the rock walls was the trench run. I did that with Tyler last time I came, and that was really cool, having all the walls like right on both sides of you. But this is pretty early stuff, and as you can see, the sun was pretty bright in the morning there. It was pretty dusty, so in the morning we had a lot of dust. It was hard to see, so we had to stay back quite a bit in order to see.
Dusty. Oh man, going towards the sun and the dust.
Hugging these ridge lines as we go along. You just see so much, and it's incredible to see the changing topography and scenery everywhere you look. And it's just really cool. Very challenging sometimes, and sometimes it can be just very free flowing and easy. But it was it gets some really good hill climbs. It was pretty cool. Not crazy steep, but very fun and challenging at the same time.
Not bad, Jason.
And here we got a pretty good hill climb here. Of course, Chad and Corey nail it like nothing. And there goes Chad, I believe, up there. Child's play to him. He's such an awesome rider. And we're gonna give it a go here. So, unfortunately, as I said before, you got that little waddle, and I stick my legs out. That's probably why I don't make it up some of these. But you know, you still gotta try. And here we go. So we get pretty good going there, and then, you know, unfortunately I stuck my legs out, and I lost some traction. And, there we go. So, well, you can't win them all. And here comes Mr. EveRide, of course, nails it like a beast.
Oh yeah.
No effort. Sparta. That bike is awesome. Yeah, that's the one great thing about this sport, is that even though you get a lot of failures, you take the wins as you get them, and you keep growing and pushing forward. So that's what's cool about these rallies, is you get it tailored to your riding, but Tyler pushes you a little bit just to make you grow, and I think that's very helpful. I gotta say, this is some of the best single track I have ever ridden on. This is just so flowy and awesome, up and down and rocks and just over ridge lines. It was just really cool to be on the ridge line and just follow it in just a single track, you know, through the hills, and it was just amazing to see all the scenery as we go. And pretty good hill climbs too, so it was pretty cool. So coming up just over this hill is one of the most rewarding views you get. It doesn't get any better than this. And boom, there it is. Wow, I mean, it's just so amazing. That was worth the whole ride right there. I mean, look at that. The trail, the mountains in the background. I mean, this is Utah at its best.
Yeah, it kind of looks like where we were at the other day a little bit. Oh, this is really cool back here. No, you're right.
Trails like these are exactly why you book a rally with EveRide in the first place. Because never in a million years could you find this trail by yourself. I mean, you might get lucky, but it's nice having the local knowledge to see all these cool places, and you know, that's invaluable. It saves you money and time just having local knowledge to know where all the cool spots are. It just saves you a lot of resources. I mean, you could be riding instead and enjoying it. So that's exactly why you book a rally.
Oh yeah.
You get to see cool stuff like this.
Yeah.
And another cool thing about the rallies is you're not just getting the riding. He lodges you and feeds you, and I have to say he feeds you very well. His wife is an amazing hostess, and she really takes care of all the details, and she really is an awesome woman. She's on it, and she's just an amazing woman. But she took care of us so well when we were there, and so you're getting all that and the local knowledge, and this is probably the best deal going around for a moto adventure. I mean, last time I was there, he even took me to the airport. I mean, you know, at like 6 in the morning. So, I mean, you know, you just can't beat the value and the just the awesomeness of these rallies. You get a lot of bang for the buck, and I might say I don't know anywhere else you can get this kind of stuff thrown in for the money. And I would totally recommend anybody just go ahead and give it a go, give it a try. I mean, it's just you won't regret it. It's an amazing time. And the moto mansion that you stay in is really cool. I mean, it's really cool. So there's a huge TV downstairs with awesome furniture, and I gotta mention the massage chair. The massage chair is freaking amazing. I could sit in that thing all night. So, you know, you've been riding all day and you're all sore. Oh man, just going back to that massage chair is totally awesome. And the hot tub too. He's got a hot tub, and it's cool, man. You know, especially if it's you know, a little chillier. You know, it's great to just jump in that. And I did partake the last time I was there. But yeah, the moto mansion is just cool. The rooms are just well set up, clean. It's got all the charging devices you need to charge all your stuff, and sound machines, you know, to help you sleep if you know, you can't sleep well, and the beds are amazing. So I gotta say the moto mansion is cool. And also I gotta say he throws in snacks and stuff like that too. The fridge is stocked. I mean, the snacks aren't crap snacks either. They're the beef jerky, you know, everything you can think of, and you can just grab them, eat them, bring them on the trail with you. And the fridge is stocked with stuff you'd need to cook breakfast and stuff. And so yeah, I mean, he really provides a full experience with this, and for not much money.
Man, if you're gonna test your foot peg out today, Corey, today's the day. Tyler takes him through Foot Peg Alley here.
Jason up ahead of me. He's a really good rider, and he's a really cool dude, so it was really a pleasure to get to know him.
This is cool riding a ridge line like this.
He could push that KTM up anything. He was really kicking butt. Look at him go on this ridge line. This ridge line is just so cool. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't get any better than that.
There's some video of Vegas Romaniac, I forget where it was some kind of like sand something, but he was like riding this ridge line up this mountain. It was like insane skinny. I was like just sweating bullets just watching it. I was like, oh my gosh. There's water in here.
Another washed out riverbed, and this
cool.
is the cool stuff that you just keep seeing over and over again. Look at this. I mean, it's cool. You're just like practically in a cave, and you know, everything's unique though. Nothing looks the same, and you don't. This is just wild looking at this. Got a nice little obstacle here to overcome. Trying to rock the suspension. Oh, there we go. And I know Tyler was like, oh, that was awesome. I'm like, that was totally by accident. I know it looked cool on film, but no, that was totally by accident.
All right. Did you get that on film? What the heck, Jason? Jason, where are you leading us, buddy?
So Jason was leading us through all these riverbeds here, and he just kept apologizing. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm holding you guys back. And I'm like, no, man, I can't even see you, man. You're like way ahead of us. And so he just kept pushing through, and but we finally reached a dead end, and this tree was just completely impassable, so we couldn't get any further. But Jason really rocked it out. He totally blasted through this whole area.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, plus it doesn't look like they're...
again, the landscape just changes, and we got a whole different looking area up ahead there. Very sandy and cool looking. I mean, it's almost like a little mini national park right there. It looks like pretty wild looking. So this is where I was probably having the most trouble. So it's probably totally mental, but I just could not get up this. And down we go. Parked the GPX right on the side there. And of course Tyler
It
just
looks so freaking easy.
launches it right up like nothing. And here's another attempt of the second one. And epic fail. Dope. So yeah.
Oh man.
That's alright. Maybe next time.
Don't have this one.
At
least we tried.
It's just in your head.
And of course Tyler makes it look like it's super easy.
Oh,
of
man.
course,
EveRide
barely an
makes it
inconvenience.
look easy. No, it was great.
And here comes Super Chad up here. Of course, he just rocks it right up. He's trying to do it all in one shot. Oh, he almost had it. If he just had traction, he would have gotten it. Oh, there goes his bike.
Oh my God.
That looked pretty cool on film, by the way. But, yeah, Chad is just an awesome rider. And now we're reaching pretty much the end. I think this trail here got really gnarly. And we were just starting to get hot and tired. So I think right after this, we're going to turn around and start heading back. And going down is always a lot easier than going up. So we're reaching pretty much the end here, but I gotta say, just the guys that came out to ride were just an amazing group of guys. Really enjoyed having fellowship with
nice.
Tyler, Chad, Corey, and Jason. And they were just an amazing group of guys to hang out with for the weekend. And we really pushed each other and helped each other out, and we all grew from it, I think. And we just all had a blast. It was a weekend to remember. So much thanks to EveRide for putting on an amazing weekend, and really had a blast. And much thanks to Mrs. EveRide for really doing an amazing job cooking for us and stuff because of the coronavirus thing. But I ate zoodles for the first time, so that was totally cool. So much kudos to Mrs. EveRide. But what a great ride. So I would definitely get out there and book a ride. Alright, thanks everybody. Live long and ride.